You won't believe it if I told you that people spend millions on watches. Like, what's so special about a piece of jewellery? Why can't I just wear any watch? Well, you can wear any watch. However, for the uber wealthy and celebrities who have to pose for the red carpet, the story is entirely different. They have a standard to live up to, and $50 watches just don't fit into the picture. So in today's video, we'll be covering a list of the 10 most expensive watches. If you can't afford it, you can at least get a glimpse of it. With that being said, let's dive into the video. Hublot Big Bang. Since the first Hublot watch was unveiled in 2005, it has been an amazing pick, appearing in the collections of fireworks celebrities such as Kylie Jenner, Jay-Z, Beyoncé and Kobe Bryant. This watch may look regular at first sight, but on closer look it's a classy piece. Although its case is made up of steel and rubber, it has amazing textures and unique jewel patterns and beautiful straps. Going for $5 million a piece, it comes in every color to match the user's taste, and despite its elegant nature, it does allow its users to see the time properly, unlike many other sophisticated watches. This amazing watch is not only popular among A-listers, but it has also made alliances with several football clubs in the past. So if you looked closely, you'd find many players and coaches who wear Big Bang watches on and off the field. Just in case anybody is watching who can pull off a $5 million watch, make sure you look out for fake ones. These fake ones are often very cheap and come with small manufacturing defects which are almost unnoticeable. They also come with fake or missing signatures and no certificate of authenticity. So to be on the safe side, you should order it straight from the company's website while the stock still lasts. Rolex Paul Newman Daytona. Rolex watches are by far the most popular watches in the world, and if you check through their records, just after Patek Philippe, they have the most expensive watches for sale. Rolex watches have stood the test of time. Many celebrities and even footballers have been spotted wearing several Rolex watches at major events. I do not think that a watch collection can exist without a Rolex watch in it. But then, these watches are not exactly cheap, and even if they are, this one we'll be reviewing is not. Going for $8 million, it has proven to be an elegant and sought-after work of art. The Paul Newman Daytona is rare and beautiful, although similar to the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona. So what makes this watch stand out among its counterparts? First of all, the dial. In some Rolex watches, the dial is bland, but with this watch, the dial is multicolored with an Art Deco style font. Secondly, the price of this watch is another factor that makes it stand out. Currently, there's no other Daytona watch that costs more than this one. This is why people who wear this watch often get stares. I guess everyone is wondering where they got money to settle the outrageous bill, or maybe I'm just weird. However, if you had the opportunity to get such an amazing vintage watch like the Paul Newman Daytona, you too would pack your coins together and present it. It is really worth passing on to the next generation. The Vacheron Constantin. The Vacheron Constantin is not only expensive, but is also the most complicated watch in the world. It has certain features which will be very confusing to the average watch user, and in many ways it is more than a watch. Certain features are only adjustable by the creators of the watch, and it has a Judaic calendar which distinguishes it from its counterparts. However, it is hard for users to wrap their heads around it, so it's not as popular as the rest on this list. But if you like confusing things, maybe as a result of your curiosity, then this watch would be a perfect pick for you. There are so many tricks hidden in this watch, one of them being a night mode that comes on between 10 PM and 8 AM. The numbers littered around this watch are many, and it can make it hard to read the time. So in reality, you might just have this watch for keepsake, which is weird because it costs a whopping sum of $8 million. Like, who buys an $8 million watch for keepsake? Maybe only the A-list celebrities and their circle of friends. Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch. This diamond watch can be described in two words: intentionally outrageous. Whoever Jacob & Co. made this watch for has to be a billionaire or money heisters. I mean, normal people wear rubber and steel watches while some wear smartwatches, but the people who buy these watches have to have a thing for diamonds. As much as many people say it's ugly and unattractive, I find it weird. How can you say that about a diamond watch? I mean, how attractive can a watch be? Every inch of this watch is made of diamond, and because of this, the price is ridiculously high. Like, who spends $18 million on a watch? I mean, if I had that kind of money laying around, I'd buy a few houses or go on vacation to the Maldives. But then, these celebrities weigh the durability and the reputation of the brand before they buy anything. One piece of diamond on that watch can be someone's net worth. Talk less of the complete watch, but to them, it's worth it. So if you do have the money to purchase it and you think it's a great watch, you can go to Jacob & Co.'s official website. Patek Philippe Super Complication. If you've ever seen or owned a Patek Philippe watch, then you should be excited about this one too. This watch was released on the occasion of the company's 175th anniversary celebration. It's a great pocket watch made specifically to be a super complication watch for their fans who love those kind of watches. This pocket watch was sold off at the time of its release for $11 million, but as of now, it will go for nothing less than $24 million. And you might ask, what makes this watch so different? Why are people paying so much to just have it in their possession? To answer that question, I'd have you know that this watch was made entirely by hand. Can you imagine that? Meaning some people came together, took out 7 years of their lives to calculate the complications and make a brilliant piece such as this. I find this mind-blowing. On one side of the watch, you'd find standard time and calendar displays. Around the watch, several switches control how the watch operates. So, if you are interested in complicated yet beautiful works of art, you can check this watch out to see how you can get it. Chopard's 201 carat watch. This piece is more jewellery than a timepiece. I don't think anybody buys this watch to check the time. I say this because if you looked at it, you'd get blinded by its brilliance. Time will be the last thing on your mind. This very special watch is another product of brilliantly placed diamond pieces. It is entirely handmade, its diamonds carefully placed side by side to form beautiful flower shapes. The colours of this watch are also diverse, ranging from blue and pink diamonds to yellow diamonds scattered across the watch. The brilliance of this piece of jewellery is so much that people buy it for nothing less than $25 million. And because of the trustworthiness of the brand and the intentionality behind this piece, many people agree that it's worth the price. Breguet number 160. The Breguet 160 watch has a very funny history. How does a story involving two lovers grow into a heist and an investigation? And how do all these have anything to do with a simple pocket watch? Well, let's dive into this story, shall we? So, there was once a queen who fell in love with a Swedish count, and to prove his love for her, this count ordered her this watch. But this queen never received the watch because she died before it was delivered to her. It was 34 years after the queen had died that the watch was completed by the son of the watchmaker. From then on, due to several mistakes by the manufacturer, this watch fell into the wrong hands. This watch was passed from one person to another until it landed in the LA Mayer Institute for Islamic Art. There, an Israeli thief made plans and stole it when he noticed that the alarm system was down. Funnily enough, he didn't just steal this one watch, he stole about 100 of them, alongside some paintings. He later sold these items and settled down in Los Angeles. So, because of the importance of this timepiece, some technicians and watchmakers came together to recreate it. And voila! That's why we have the Breguet 1160, a variant of this mystery watch. The watch was later discovered and it is priced at about $30 million, even though it's not for sale. It is located at the LA Mayer Institute for Islamic Art, but this time with a good alarm system and high security. Graph Diamond Fascination. This admirable and stunning watch has been named a magnificent work of art by many blogs and companies. It is made by Graph Diamond, a company that focuses on making diamond pieces, and it speaks well of its craftsmanship. It doesn't look like a watch at first glance. One could even mistake it for a piece of jewellery, say a bracelet. However, it was made to serve as a watch, bracelet or ring. Amazing, right? It is made of white diamonds and one very big rare diamond which is placed at the center of the piece. This big diamond is removable, making it easy for users to fix it into any type of jewelry they want it to feature in. This watch goes for $40 million. I mean, did you think it would cost anything less? Graf Diamond's Hallucination. This watch is one of the longest surviving handcraft watch pieces in the world, which is why it's so expensive. It took its makers 2.5 years to put it together before it was launched in 2014 at a jewelry fair. Going for $55 million, this watch is made specifically for women. Each stone on this piece was placed there with extreme care and intentionality. Again, each piece of pink diamond on this piece costs at least $2 million on its own. And although the colors of the diamonds differ, it all comes together to give it a great look. If you wore this watch and walked into your office on a Monday morning, all eyes will be on you. And that's the goal, actually, to make people stand out wherever they find themselves. No woman in the world will refuse a brilliant jewelry piece like this. So if there's someone you have your eyes on and you've got the dollars to splurge on, place an order today. Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime. Patek Philippe has a reputation for making fine watches. The most expensive watch sold off at auction was made by this company and went for $31 million. For you to rock this brand, you have to be super wealthy, like swimming in money kind of wealthy. But this particular watch holds even more promise. Going for $72 million, this watch was released on the company's 175th anniversary and is now up for grabs. But you'd have to hurry because there are only 7 pieces in the entire world. This is the kind of watch that can be passed down from generation to generation. Yes, it's that durable. It has a second hand and a minute hand and is right at all times of the day. Because of its price and reputation, wearing this watch will cause many people to stare at you. If you think that's an exaggeration, check out the stir it caused at the 65th Grammys when Jay-Z wore it to the event. And on that super expensive note, we draw the curtains on today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do well to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.